Live from the campus of Jennings High School, it's St. Louis Catholic High School baseball. Today the Saints return to district play against the Jennings Bulldogs. So here we go, top of the first inning. And up first for the Saints will be Clay Gaskin.
Leading off for the St. Louis Saints, number 13, Clay Gaskin.
First pitch to Gaskin misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 misses low again. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Gaskin. Outside corner is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Are we short on the mound for the Bulldogs? Ground ball to the right side. First baseman has trouble handling it. He flips it to the pitcher in time for the out. So here's Evan Jobert with 1 out. And first pitch to Jobert is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Inside corner is called a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now to Jobert. Time called. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball to right side, right fielder. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down in the inning. Here's Gus Milligan with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch, ground ball to the left side, and it's foul. So no balls and a strike to Milligan. Pitch misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gus Milligan. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Milligan. High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on here at the top of the first. Milligan fouls it back. Count stays 2-2. 2-2 pitch, foul down the left side. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss, and Milligan will strike out to end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the first, no score. Bottom of the first inning, no score. And up to bat for the Bulldogs, the second baseman, Mack. JT Pelican on the mound for the Saints today. And the first pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Mixon is the catcher, Nolan at first, Cooper Miller at second, Jobert's at short, and Jason Shamsi is at third. Duhan in left, Milligan in center, Gaskin in right. Peshoff is the designated hitter. Fastball is in for a strike on the inside corner. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 from Pelican. Foul tip.
Stay alive. 2-1.
Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curveball misses up high. 2-2 now from Pelican. Ground ball, third base side, into left field for a base hit. A leadoff base hit for Mack. I'll bring up the center fielder, Benoit. Fly ball right side. Gaskin near the line, but it'll get out of play.
Good job, Luke.
No balls and a strike from Pelican. Throw to first. Close play at first.
Yeah, that's true.
Fouled off out of play. Runner was on the move. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Benoit. Fastball misses high. A ball and 2 strikes now from Pelican. Close play at first again. The 1-2 from Pelican. Popped it up, back out over our head, out of play. Count stays a ball and 2 strikes. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Here's the throw down. It's high. Strikeout swinging for the out. Stolen base for Mack. And there's one out for the shortstop Myers. Ground ball right side, but it's foul. One to Myers. Pitch misses high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball is low. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Myers. One pitch, high, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. Miller snags it, throws to first, and it's wide. The run will come home on the throwing error, and the Bulldogs lead it 1-0. Cooper Miller, great job catching the ball. Misfires it over to Nolan. And that allows Mack to come home and score. It's 1-0 Jennings. Myers advances to second on the throw, and here's the pitcher, Cameron Richard. Hit back up the middle for Richard. Myers will round and he'll come home, and it's 2-0 for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first inning.
With 2 runs, 2 out, man on first base at the top of the Bulldogs, number 10, Peyton Mitchell.
Here's Mitchell with Cameron Richard at first base. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike to Mitchell. Timeout was called. 0-1 from Pelican. Ground ball towards Jobert. Over to second to first. Safe at first. 2 outs in the inning. So here's the designated hitter, Colby Estes. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. It's no balls and a strike from JT Pelican. One from Pelican. Pitch misses inside, and a runner takes off. Ball got away from Mixon. And Mitchell will take second. One ball, one strike. Inside corner's in for a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball to the left side. And Duhan will make the catch to end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. We'll go to the second inning. It's Jennings 2 and St. Louis 0.
I'm not official score by any means. Me neither.
Number 18, playing first base, David Nolan.
Top of the second inning, Jennings leads it 2-0, and David Nolan to lead things off. First pitch misses outside. Nolan with a fly ball to the right side. Right fielder gives chase, and he'll make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. So here's the designated hitter, Peshoff. First pitch is in for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike called. And it's 1-1 to Grant Peshoff. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Peshoff will strike out swinging for out number 2. 2 down for Carson Mixon. First pitch to Mixon misses outside. Outside corner's called a strike. One to Mixon. Fly ball right side, it'll get out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Carson Mixon. And Mixon will strike out swinging for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Jennings 2, Saints 1.
Playing right field, number 7, Cade Pearson.
Bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Jennings, and up first is the right fielder, Cade Pearson. First pitch from Pelican misses high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Base hit out into right center field. It'll get in the gap. Pearson's on his way to second, and he'll hold up there. Leadoff double for Cade Pearson.
Leadoff double by Cade Pearson up the bat is the catcher, number 17, Kai Carey.
Here's the catcher, Carey. Fly ball right side, and it's going to slice foul. One pitch, fly ball left side. Duhan in foul territory, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
That is number 8, Ian Mullen.
Here's the third baseman, Mullen. First pitch is in for a strike.
Back to the pitcher. Here we go,
0-1 from Pelican. One down, runner at second. The 0-1 curveball falls in for a strike. It's no balls and 2 strikes now.
Right back to him, right back to him. Here we go, 8.
Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. And a strikeout for out number 2. So back to the top of the order, and the second baseman, Mack. Mack singled and scored last time up. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes from Pelican. Grounder third base line is foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mack. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I know what to expect right here. We go. Choke and poke right here, 2-1. Here we go.
And Mack strikes out at the end of the inning. They strand Pearson. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. It's Jennings 2, St. Louis 0. Here's JT Pelican, ground ball to the left side. Shortstop has it. He'll throw to first, and the first baseman can't come up with it. Pelican will reach on the error. So the Saints have their leadoff guy on base. Gonna bring up Cooper Miller. First pitch misses low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pelican at first. A ball and no strikes to Miller. Pitch misses high, and it's 2-0. outside. Miller runs the count to 3 balls and no strikes. In for a strike on Miller. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) to Cooper Miller. Pitch misses outside, ball 4. Saints will have runners at first and second base with nobody out for Caleb Duhan. Duhan checked swing. It stayed fair. The pitcher picked it up, tried to tag Duhan, and when he did, he dropped the ball. So now the Saints will have the bases loaded with nobody out for Clay Gaskin. So here's Gaskin. Infield moves in for Jennings. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ground ball. And the second baseman bobbles it. He has to go to first, and they'll get the out. He was going to come home with it. Run scores for the Saints, and it's 2-1. But Gaskin is out on the fielder's choice. 1 out. Runners at second and third for Evan Jobert. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner. No balls and a strike to Jobert. Jobert with a fly ball to right side. Miller will tag. There's the catch. Here comes Miller to the plate. And the Saints have tied it here in the top of the third inning. So 2 down, runner at third now for Gus Milligan. First pitch to Milligan, misses high. Ground ball towards the right side. First baseman will take it. He'll step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Saints pick up 2 runs and tie it here in the top of the third. We're going to the bottom of the third inning, all tied at 2.
Bulldogs number 12, Luke Benoit.
So we go to the bottom of the third inning. Saints have tied it. And up first for the Bulldogs is the center fielder, Luke Benoit. First pitch from Pelican is in for a strike. No balls and one strike. Ground ball, third base side. Shamsi has it over to first and not in time. So infield single for Benoit. Start things off here for the Bulldogs. So here's Myers. Shortstop. First pitch misses low. One ball and no strikes to Myers. Close play at first on the pick move. Base hit in the left center field. Runner's going to head to third. Myers on his way to second. They're going to send him, and he's going to score. So Benoit scores from first, and the Bulldogs retake the lead here in the bottom of the third inning, 3-2. Here's Richard. And nobody out, and a runner at second. First pitch misses high. Pitch from Pelican gets away from Mixon, and it'll roll into the dugout. They'll send the runner back to third base.
He's already rolled past the bag.
So Myers advances to third. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Richard. Pitch misses high and inside. So it's 3 balls and no strikes now to Richard. Inside corner is called a strike. 3-1 now to Richard. And Richard will be hit by the pitch. So runners on the corners now for the Bulldogs. Runners on the corners. Nobody out for Jennings. First pitch to Mitchell's in for a strike. So 0-1 now from Pelican. Short shows bunt. Pelican checks reshort at first. I'm sorry, this is Mitchell at the plate showing bunt. Pulls back and it's a strike. And now they're going to throw and try to cut off, and the ball gets over Miller's head, and the run scores as Myers comes home. And the Bulldogs lead it 4-2. Still nobody out. Runner at second. Ground ball back to Pelican, and they'll have Richard in the rundown. And Shamsi will make the tag for out number 1. Mitchell reaches on the fielder's choice. Richard is out, and there's 1 out in the inning. Here's Estes with 1 out and a runner at first. Pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Get another step.
Fouled out of play down the left side. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Estes. Fly ball center field. Runner took off. He's going to have to go back.
There's only 1 out.
They're going to throw back to first base. And David Nolan will step on the bag and double him off to end the inning.
Out there, Farr. Let's go.
So Jennings scored 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll go to the 4th. It's Jennings 4, St. Louis 2. Top of the fourth inning, and David Nolan will lead things off for the Saints. It'll be Nolan, Peshoff, and Mixon here in the fourth. First pitch to Nolan misses high. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. There's 1 ball and 1 strike to David Nolan. Pitch misses up high.
Bring him up.
2 balls and a strike to Nolan. Pitch misses low, and it's 3-1. Nolan with a base hit into right center field to lead things off for the Saints here in the top of the fourth inning. Nobody out. Runner at first for Grant Peshoff. So here's Peshoff. They throw to first. Nolan gets back. Peshoff fouls it out of play. No balls and a strike. Ball got away from the catcher, and David Nolan advanced down to second base. One to Peshoff, swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Nolan at second base. Peshoff fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grant Peshoff. One-two pitch. Peshoff swings and misses at the high fastball for the strikeout. Now number 1. Here's Carson Mixon with 1 out and David Nolan at second base. First pitch misses high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Mixon. Mixon fouls it out of play. So 1-1 now to Carson Mixon. They throw back to second. Nolan dives back in. Close play at second base. Mixon with a fly ball to right side, and it's going to fall. And now it gets away. And Nolan will hold up at third base. Blooper fell in between the second baseman and the right fielder and then kind of scooted away with the spin. Nolan rounded and looked, but he had to hold up at third. So runners on the corners now, with 1 out, and JT Pelican at the plate. Michael Laverne is the courtesy runner for Mixon at first. First pitch to Pelican misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Pelican reached on an error and scored in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. The count goes to 1-1. Runners take off, and they'll tag Nick Nolan out at the plate. I'm not sure what the call was. The runners took off, and Nolan was tagged out at home for out number 2. So Laverne's at second base. And it's 2 balls and a strike to JT Pelican. Pitch misses. Oh, it'll be called a strike on the low side, and it's 2-2. Pelican fouls it back. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball right side, and it'll get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pelican. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second for the Saints. Here's the pitch. Misses high, and the count's full. So 3-2 count to JT Pelican. And ball 4. So Pelican will walk. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Cooper Miller. Miller walked and scored last time up. First pitch, foul tip. No balls, 1 strike to Miller. Pitch misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as Miller was out in front of the off-speed pitch. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Outside, runner takes off, throw to third. And Laverne's safe. He slid to the outside, throw was to the inside. So first and third now for the Saints. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Cooper Miller. Here's the 2-2. Pitch misses high. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch misses outside, ball 4, and that'll load the bases. So bases loaded, 2 outs for Caleb Duhan.
Ready?
First pitch catches the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike to Duhan.
Get out of it, boys.
Duhan fouls it back, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll go home with it for the force out, and out number 3. St. Strand 3 here in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Jennings 4, St. Louis 2. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Cade Pearson is the batter for the Bulldogs. First pitch misses low from Pelican. No balls, 1 ball and no strikes. Some defensive changes for the Saints. Inside corner is called a strike. Clay Gaskin has moved from right field to catcher. David Nolan has gone out to left field. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Drew Blanchard has entered the game at first. Caleb Duhan has moved from left over to right. Carson Mixon has gone over to third. Pitch misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball misses low. I'm sorry, 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Pearson. I'm sorry, that was a full count. 3-2, and Pearson will walk on the low fastball. So here's the catcher, Carey. Ground ball back up the middle, and it'll sneak through for a base hit. So runners at first and second now for the third baseman, Mullen. So here's Mullen with runners at first and second, nobody out. Shows bunt, pops it up. Back to the screen.
Hey, stay on top. Top half right here. Let's go.
So no balls and 1 strike. Mullen bunts it down the first baseline. It'll stay fair. And Gaskin throws it and gets the out. So out at first. The runners advance to second and third. The second, third, 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Mack.
Bring him in.
First pitch gets by Gaskin. Throw to Pelican, and he's safe. Safe at home on the wild pitch. Now it's 5-2 Jennings. 1 out. Runner advanced to third. Infield will be in for the Saints.
If we have a freak lightning storm come in right now,
Strike called, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss, and a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball is lined back to Mixon. Mixon dives, and he gets the tag to double him off. Great play by Carson Mixon to grab the line drive and hustle back to the base to get the double off. Jennings picks up 1 in the bottom of the 4th. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's Jennings 5 and St. Louis 2. Top of the 5th inning. And the first pitch to Clay Gaskin. Misses low. 2 balls and no strikes now to Gaskin. be Gaskin, Jobert, and Milligan. High in the air, and it's going to get out of play. 2 balls and a strike now to Clay Gaskin. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball left field. Left fielder comes in, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So here's Evan Jobert with 1 out. First pitch swung on, foul tip. No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Here's Gus Milligan with 2 down. First pitch swung on and missed. It's no balls and a strike. Curveball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Milligan. Swung on and missed, and it's no ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll have to hustle. Shortstop tries to pick it up. He won't have a throw. Milligan reaches. Let's see how they rule it. So David Nolan will be the batter with 2 down and a runner at first. They'll rule that a single for Milligan. So 1 on, 2 outs. David Nolan, first pitch swinging. It's a fly ball, gets past the left fielder. It'll roll to the fence. Milligan's going to come home and score. Nolan's on his way to third. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So David Nolan drives in Gus Milligan, and it's 5-3. See if they'll rule that an error on the left fielder or a triple, as Mitchell never touched it. Peshoff swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. They'll rule it as a triple for Nolan. Peshoff will be hit by the pitch, and the Saints will have runners on the corners with 2 outs. We'll get a timeout. As the coach for the Bulldogs will head out and talk to his pitcher, Richard. Meeting at the mound is over, and up to bat for the Saints will be the third baseman, Carson Mixon, with 2 down and runners at the corners. First pitch, and Mixon fouls it out of play. No balls and a strike. Nolan at third, Peshoff at first for Mixon. Ground ball towards second base. Throw it to first in time for out number 3. Saints pick up a run as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Jennings 5, St. Louis 3. Two, 3, 4 in the order for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch is base hit to left field. So Benoit singles to lead off the 5th. So here's Myers with nobody out and a runner at first. First pitch is high and outside from Pelican. Ball and no strikes. Pitch misses just off the low outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm sorry, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 from Pelican. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Popped up out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Myers. Here's the 2-2. And strike 3 called on the slider from Pelican.
Rapid Bulldogs, Cameron Richard.
Think I'm crazy and get baptized. Call me rebel with that sunshine. Straight in school, but in the streets I was baptized.
So here's Richard with one out.
Charges back to back, they like go crazy.
First pitch swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Strike called on the outside corner. It's no balls and 2 strikes now to Richard. Breaking ball misses high. A 1-2 count. Blooper to the right side, Duhan, and he'll make the catch for the out number 2.
Number 10, Peyton Mitchell.
Two down runner at first for Mitchell. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Fly ball left side. Mixon in foul territory near the fence. And he can't make the grab as got the glove on it. Couldn't hold on. So no balls and 2 strikes to Mitchell. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball and base hit in the left field. So 2-strike base hit for Mitchell. And runners at first and second now with 2 down.
After the Bulldogs, number 9, Kobe Estes.
There's Este. Breaking ball misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Nice.
Foul ball just over the first base, just to the right of the first base bag. So 1 ball and 1 strike now to Este. Pitch misses outside. It's 2-1. Curveball catches the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on for Jennings. Popped it up on the left side, but that'll get out of play.
Good job, Kobe. Stand tall, buddy.
Swing and a miss. And Estee will strike out to end the inning. Jennings strands 2. We'll go to the top of the 6th. It's Jennings 5, St. Louis 3. Top of the 6th inning. And first pitch to JT Pelican's a fly ball to right center field. Now it'll fall for a base hit. Pelican, Miller, and Duhan for the Saints here in the top of the 6th. Pelican singles on the first pitch, and that'll bring up Cooper Miller. Miller's walked twice and scored a run. Miller bloops one to the right side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Pelican has to hustle, and he's in safe at second base. Two pitches, two singles for the Saints to start off the 6th, and here's Caleb Duhan.
That is number 16, Caleb Duhan.
Duhan shows bunt, bunts it right in front of the catcher, and he said it'll be foul. Foul ball, no balls and 1 strike to Duhan. No balls and a strike to Duhan. And Duhan will be hit by the pitch. That'll load the bases with nobody out for Clay Gaskin. So bases loaded for Clay Gaskin with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Pelican at third, Cooper Miller at second, and Caleb Duhan at first. First pitch to Gaskin, catches the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike. Ground ball towards second base. They'll come home with it for the force and the out. So 1 out in the inning. Base is still loaded for Evan Jobert.
That is number 27, Evan Jobert.
Go, let's turn 2. There we go.
1 out, bases loaded for Jobert. First pitch is in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Jobert. Swing and a miss on the changeup. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Jobert. Jobert hits it out of play. Count will remain, no balls and 2 strikes. Jobert fly ball left side, left fielder. He'll make the catch, runner's tag. Here comes Miller to the plate. And Cooper Miller scores to make it 5-4. Duhan and Gaskin stay put at first and second. And here's Gus Milligan with 2 down. First pitch, swing and a miss by Milligan. No balls and 1 strike. So the balk is called on Richard. Runners will advance to second and third. So no balls and a strike to Milligan. Runners at second and third now for the Saints. And Milligan fouls it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 to Milligan, misses inside. The 0-2 to Milligan, the 1-2 to Milligan misses low. Jennings fans wanted the call, didn't get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Gus Milligan. 2 outs and 2 on for the Saints. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a base hit in the left field. Duhan will come home, and now the ball gets by the left fielder. Gaskin scores, and Saints will take a 6-5 lead, and Milligan goes all the way to third base. The Saints have their first lead of the game at 6-5 on a 2-out base hit by Gus Milligan that got away from the left fielder and allowed Milligan to get 2 extra bases. So 2 down and 2 outs for David Nolan with Milligan at third. First pitch swung on and missed by Nolan. And it's no balls and a strike. Oh, 1 grounder to the third base side, but it's foul. So no balls and 2 strikes now to Nolan. Pitch misses low. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The ball is dropped. They'll throw it down to first base, and they'll record the out for out number 3. Saints score 3 runs here in the top of the 6th and take a 6-5 lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, Saints lead at 6-5. Up first for the Bulldogs will be Cade Pearson. First pitch from Pelican misses low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, whatever it takes, Seven.
Pitch misses inside. It's 2-0.
Hey, looking far right here.
The 2-0 pitch misses high. 3 balls and no strikes now to Pearson. Strike called, and it's 3-1.
Here we go, look at the hit.
3-1 from Pelican. Breaking ball's in for a strike, and the count is full.
Let's go, Seven, whatever it takes.
3-2 to Pearson. And it's fouled back. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Pearson strikes out for out number 1.
Number 17, Ty Carey.
So 1 out for the catcher, Carey. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike to Carey. Chopped foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. And right back up the middle for a base hit. So 1 out base hit for Carey. That'll bring up the 3rd baseman, Mullen.
Number 8, Ian Mullen. Courtesy runner number 2, Kingston Jones.
Come on, he's staying there. Get in there, Ian.
First pitch just misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Mullen. Breaking ball is in for a strike.
Step back and drive, and let's go.
So a ball and 1 strike now from Pelican. Inside corner,
That is not a strike.
and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Stay in there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Mullen. Just off the outside corner, it's 2-2. Breaking ball is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for out number 2. 2 down in the inning. Back to the top of the order. And the second baseman, Mack. Runner at first with 2 down. And timeout as Coach Collins will head out to the mound to talk to Pelican.
I want to be Jackie Chan.
Quick meeting is over. Two down, runner at first for the second baseman, Mack. First pitch catches the outside corner.
Are you ready, babe?
No balls
Good shot right
and
here.
1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now from Pelican.
Ellen takes 1. Here we go.
In a base shot.
Oh, 0-2 to Mack. Misses outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout to end the inning. Jennings strands 1. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. Saints lead at 6-5. Top of the 7th inning, and Grant Peshoff will lead things off for the Saints. It'll be Peshoff, Mixon, and Pelican here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from the new pitcher, Myers, misses low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Peshoff. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Peshoff checks his swing, and it falls in for a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Grant Peshoff. Pitch misses low and inside. 2-2 to Peshoff, leading off here in the top of the 7th. Curveball, and Peshoff slices it foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peshoff check swings it, fouls it down the left side once again. Peshoff fouls it off the handle of the bat, so it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Over to first, and throws offline, gets away, and Peshoff will reach on the error. So Saints get their leadoff runner on base on an error. And that'll bring up Carson Mixon. We'll get a pinch runner for Peshoff. That'll be Michael Laverne. So here's Mixon with nobody out, and Laverne at first. Mixon shows bunt, pulls it back. One-0. Mixon bunts it down the first base line. They'll tag Mixon. Laverne advances to second base on the sacrifice bunt by Carson Mixon. So 1 out, runner at second for JT Pelican.
Second, 1 out. Back to St. Louis, and number 6, JT Pelican.
So here's Pelican. First pitch, curveball, misses low and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Laverne at second, pinch running for Peshoff. Pelican fly ball right side. There's the catch. There'll be no, oh, he dropped the ball. He dropped it. Laverne will advance to third base. So an error on the right fielder as he dropped it. The Saints have runners on the corners now with 1 out. So here's Cooper Miller with runners on the corners. Miller shows bunt, misses the bunt. Now Laverne's caught in the rundown, and they'll overthrow third. Laverne will come home and score. So a throwing error gives the Saints a run, and it's 7-5. Pelican advances to second. Saints had the suicide squeeze on. Cooper Miller didn't get it down, And the catcher overthrows third base to allow Michael Laverne to come home. So no balls and a strike to Miller. Pitch misses low, and it's 1-1. Saints lead it 7-5 now here in the top of the seventh. Fly ball right side, and just foul. Ball and 2 strikes now to Cooper Miller. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman's gonna have to hurry. Gets it to first in time. Pelican's coming to the plate, and he scores. And it's 8-5. Pelican never slowed down. Came all the way around to score. And it's 8-5 now for the Saints. Nobody on base, 2 down for Caleb Duhan. First pitch is in for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. Duhan, check swing, fouls it off. Fouled off once again. No balls, 2 strikes. To Caleb Duhan. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch misses inside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to Duhan, 2 outs. And the curveball catches the outside corner for strike 3. Saints score 2 in the top of the 7th, and they'll take an 8-5 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch is fouled deep down the left side. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and a strike to Benoit. And he fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Benoit. Misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for out number 1. So here's the pitcher, Cole Myers, with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Myers is in for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. Pitch misses high, and it's 1-1. Ground ball towards second base side, and it'll get under Miller's glove into right field for a base hit. So 1 out base hit for Cole Myers. And that'll bring up Richard. First pitch catches the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike now from Pelican. Throw to first. Swing and a miss. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball center field. It'll fall in front of Milligan for a base hit. 2 on with 1 out now for all the Bulldogs. So here's Mitchell. One out, runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. First pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner, no balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th inning, Saints up 8-5. 1 out, 2 on for the Bulldogs. Pitch misses low. It's 1-1. And the breaking ball will hit Mitchell, and that'll load the bases with 1 out. We're going to have a pitching change here as Pelican has reached the pitch limit. So Pelican and Cooper Miller will change spots. defensively as Cooper Miller will come on to pitch here with one out and the bases loaded. So Cooper Miller comes on to pitch for JT Pelican with the bases loaded and one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Saints up by 3, 8-5. First pitch from Miller, just off the outside corner, 1 ball and no strikes. Outside on the fastball, 2 balls and no strikes to Estes. Line drive into right field. Myers comes home, reshort around, he'll head to the plate. 2 runs for the Bulldogs, and it's 8-7. Tie and run is now 90 feet away. So here's Cade Pearson with 1 out and a runner at third. Well, runners on the corners as Estes, after the base hit, stayed at first. So 1 down, runner at third. And timeout as Miller wants to talk to Gaskin. First pitch is bunted down the right side. Suicide squeeze was on, and it's bunted foul.
It makes me need a pee when I'm cold because I peed before I came and I ain't drank none. It makes me pee.
So no balls and a strike. Miller throws it to third. Breaking ball misses high. They throw down to second. Runners stay put. So second and third now for the Bulldogs as they'll move the winning run into scoring position. At second base is Estes. Pitch to the plate, just misses off the outside corner. One ball, one strike from Miller. Two balls and a strike, I'm sorry. Breaking ball, fly ball, right field. And that's going to be over their heads. Mitchell scores. Here comes Estes to the plate. And that's your ball game. Jennings will win it in the walk-off by a score of 9-7. So the Bulldogs get the base hit by Pearson. Mitchell and Estes score, and the Bulldogs win it 9-8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be back tomorrow from Legion Field. District play as the Saints will take on the Westlake Rams. So your final from Jennings is Jennings 9 and St. Louis 8.